What's up, everyone, and welcome back to the Stocks with Mike and Tom show. We have a giant video today. We're going to be talking about Tesla stock, Cyber Rodeo that will start tonight, and basically what happened in the market today. But Tom, I know there's a bunch of hype with Tesla stock today. Basically, their factory in Austin, Texas is set to open. So tell us more.
Yeah, this is awesome. They're going to be having a big event tonight. Like Elon put on Twitter yesterday, they're going to have the doors open at 4 p.m. Central Time, festivities at 8, and then Elon's going to be talking around 9 p.m. tonight. So keep that in mind. I believe it is Central Time. You know, the event is happening in Texas, so keep that in mind. But this is going to be a big event, Mike. We can see that he's been hyping it up on Twitter all day long here. This looks pretty cool, Mike. Like if we pause the video here, you can see how big this factory really is. You know, this tunnel looks really awesome. And we can see they've been preparing different stuff all day long, but look at how big this factory is, Mike. Like just to see like the square footage of this is insane. I know they've been working on it for a long time, and I'm really glad to see it finally done. But Elon's been putting out a lot of cool stuff on Twitter today. There's some pretty funny memes, kind of like he sells Zip 2 to Compaq for $305 million. Twitter finally gets an edit button at the end. That one's funny. And then Twitter's next board meeting is going to be lit. So he's definitely been doing some funny stuff today, Mike. This one got like 700 and almost 750K likes right now. So he's definitely killing it on Twitter.
That is awesome. Oh gosh, you can never predict what Elon will tweet, right?
Yeah, definitely. He's a crazy CEO, Mike. And hey, I'll take it. You know, there's nobody else out there like him. And man, the way he's innovating and helping the world too is just great.
I wish I could go to this Cyber Rodeo, but not this time. But either way, Tom, looking at Tesla stock, it has been all over the place over the past year. It was up like 1% today. What are you seeing with the stock?
Yeah, so the stock lately has been honestly ripping to the upside. I know that this week we did have two pretty bad red days, but overall, Tesla's been on a pretty good uptrend. I will say we're kind of consolidating, Mike, right around this $1,020 support, and then we're also right on this blue trend line. I know Tesla stock has reacted off this trend line a lot in the past. We've seen quite a few bounces off of it. So who knows, maybe with this event going on, we might see Tesla stock start to shoot up here. And, you know, Tesla was pretty good today. It ended up 1%. It definitely turned around. And, you know, I will say the overall market, Mike, had a pretty good recovery at the end of the day. And I think Tesla definitely helped the market kind of get that pop back up. But I feel like this event's going to be big, Mike, for Tesla and even Twitter now. You know, obviously Twitter is now tied to Elon too. I know that this event isn't really related to Twitter, but I think it's also important to keep on the radar.
All right, there we go. So that's awesome in that sense. Looking at Tesla, I just want to emphasize something because I've seen many people get screwed over in the past by making mistakes while trading this one. I remember when Tesla had their battery day, it was like one of the most hyped up stock events of a long time, especially for retail traders. And the stock didn't really move to please a lot of retail traders. So I just want to say that this Cyber Rodeo tonight can be awesome, right? It can be an awesome event. There could be a bunch of hype with it. Elon can say some amazing things, but that doesn't mean that Tesla stock has to jump 15%. So just keep that in mind.
Yeah, that's definitely a good point. I'll never forget that Battery Day event, Mike, because whenever that happened, I remember Tesla stock started dipping right back down over the next few days because I remember Elon got so technical with the batteries that it kind of flew over everybody's head. You know, like people don't like the general person and the general trader doesn't really understand the makeup of some of these different batteries that they're dealing with and stuff. So some of that technology was just, I think, too in depth for everyone. But yeah, I mean, I think this event might be a little bit different. I'm hoping that he says some stuff about their trucks. And I know that he's supposed to talk about them producing the Model Y here, which is big. But, you know, there is another article out by CNBC, or I should say the Wall Street Journal, Mike. And, you know, they recently opened another factory up in Berlin, and it's supposed to produce about 500,000 vehicles per year. So maybe he'll also give some insight into how much they're expecting to produce here.
There we go. All right, so that's awesome there, Tom. I've been looking across a lot of different stocks today. Stocks like Costco, Walmart, and Target are exploding. And a lot of times, no one cares about them. Everyone just cares about Tesla AMD and Apple, right? But sometimes like Target, Costco, and Walmart move up in big ways. Target was up 6% today. That is giant for a company like Target.
Yeah, that is big, Mike. Like these value companies are exploding. And I feel like that this is going to show that I think a lot of investors are starting to put their money into some safer stocks with the Fed starting to tighten. I know that a lot of people have been talking about the rates going up and everything lately. Obviously, we've been talking about it in just about every single video, but this is important to see because I feel like a lot of investors are going back to some of these safer plays like Walmart, Target, Costco, like you mentioned. It's big to see whenever Costco is making new highs up here. Same thing with Walmart. Walmart's finally breaking out, and Walmart had been consolidating, Mike, for almost over a whole year straight. So it's really big to see these stocks moving up in such a rapid way, especially because we've also been seeing like the S&P 500 get really volatile the past couple months. So it's definitely, I think, very telling here. And like I said, I think a lot of the big investors are starting to I think they're starting to place some of their bets on some of these safer companies.
Yeah, we definitely see that in times like we're seeing now in the markets. Basically, we're seeing a lot of tech stocks and growth plays sell off in significant ways. And we're just seeing that money kind of flow into those safer plays, just like Tom said. So that is interesting. And it never hurts to have some of the safer value stocks. Some value stocks, are Procter and Gamble, Coca-Cola, Walmart. There's a lot of them out there. It's basically just slow moving stocks that are and have been profitable for a long time. Like while you might not have extreme growth out of them, they do offer a lot of stability.
Yeah, they do. And I will say, like in the options market, they do very well. Like you can definitely do some nice day trades on some of these safer plays and come out pretty well. Like look at this price action Walmart had today. Like I'm sure if you would have traded some 155 calls in the middle of the day today, Mike, and caught this run up a little bit, I'm sure you would have done pretty well. I know it's always easier to say after the fact, but I'm just showing it because, like while Walmart only moves 1% in a day, you can definitely catch some bigger gains with those options. And, Mike, like, looking at some of these value plays, like they're usually slow movers, but we had Target up 5.6%. Like we don't see moves like this all the time. And it's just crazy to see how explosive they really are here.
Yeah, true that. So, Tom, let's talk about good old DraftKings for a second. So, we both love this company, and it has been struggling a lot lately, like many other growth stocks. What do we have upcoming in the sports betting industry?
Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of big stuff coming up this weekend. The Masters actually just started today, so that's going to be big. I know Tiger Woods is back. He's a pretty big player. And then we also have the MLB opening day today as well. So we have baseball starting up, the Masters going on this weekend. I wonder if we'll start to see a bit of a pop out of some of these sports betting companies. In the past, we haven't really seen too much movement based on this, but who knows? Like there might be some increased betting volatility or something like that DraftKings or somebody reports. And if that does come out, then we might start to see some moves back up. And at the same time, Mike, like if these events come out and like, let's say, for example, like opening day does really well. And then let's say golf does well, maybe that'll help prompt maybe like Disney to maybe help do a deal with DraftKings or somebody like that a little bit sooner. As we know, maybe some increased volatility there might like help entice a deal.
Good stuff. All right, Tom. Well, do you have any favorite setups or anything you're eyeing up in the markets?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of stocks actually ended up doing pretty well today, Mike. I will say I'm still keeping my eyes on these vaccine stocks. Pfizer has been on a major uptrend the past couple of days. There has been a renewed, or I should say, another COVID variant coming out of the UK. Mike, I don't know why, but it seems like every time there's a new COVID variant, it seems like it starts in the UK for some reason. Like, I don't know if you've noticed that either, but I feel like the past couple of strains that we've found have came from the UK. I don't know what they're doing over there, but either way, I mean, Pfizer's having a pretty big move today. Moderna was also moving to the upside. And I feel like that this is pretty important to see because like Pfizer's getting pretty explosive here. So it's making me start to get a little bit worried because, obviously I feel like COVID's starting to go away over here in the United States. But if we start to see this new variant ramp up, it's definitely not good. But I will say these vaccine plays are popping off in a big way.
Yep, we shall see. So I just want to give a giant shout out to our member of the day, Audible. Thanks so much, Audible, for being a great member of the Stocked Up Discord chat. You've been with us for a while and you're an awesome member. So huge shout out to Audible. And then, Tom, let's get right into these momentum plays for tomorrow. With the first one, we have Chewy to the upside.
Yeah, it's CHWY. Go ahead and make Chewy break out above $44 tomorrow.
Right. With the next one, we have Corsair to the downside.
Ooh, Corsair. Go ahead and make them break below $20.20.
With the last one, we have Roblox also to the downside.
Yeah, these growth plays unfortunately fell pretty good today in most cases, but go ahead and make Roblox break below 42.55.
Right, so we were watching Roblox and Corsair for potential day trades to the downside tomorrow, only if they break below the levels Tom listed. And then we are watching Chewy for a potential day trade to the upside tomorrow, only if it breaks above the level Tom listed. And I just want to say, if you guys are new here, definitely consider subscribing. We post brand new videos every single day, and we have some awesome things in the works with the channel. So if you subscribe, you'll see our videos more often. And a lot of times, the stocks you comment in the comments down below end up being made into videos. So let us know what stocks you're watching in the comments down below. Tom, before we close out, I want to take another look at Tesla really quickly. Can we go to like a daily chart? And I want to showcase like September of 2020 because that is when the Battery Day event happened. And that's when all of the hype was there. I believe it was specifically on September 22nd of 2020. So if we could zoom in on that, that would be awesome. September 22nd, 2020, we could see Tom has it highlighted on the chart. We'll zoom in a little bit more. But basically, the reason I even bring this up, guys, is because a lot of traders got screwed over during this event, and I do not want that to happen again, okay? So basically, like I said, like 5 or 10 minutes ago, the event can be awesome with Tesla today, right? It can be awesome. It could be awesome, right? We'll leave it at that. But that does not mean their stock price has to shoot up. Like, there's a lot of other factors that, you know, dictate a company's valuation besides just a hyped up event.
Yeah, that's definitely important to keep in mind. You know, I know the last time, like you said, a lot of people got screwed over. So you have to be very, very careful with these events, and hopefully it goes well. You know, I know that the one last week with Berlin went pretty well. So hopefully this one ends up doing well again. But, you know, we have to keep in mind that, like you said, these events are very volatile. And at the same time, Mike, we all know Tesla's options are pretty expensive. So they're going to be tough to trade. You know, I know a lot of retail traders are buying like call options that are very far out of the money and stuff like that, which makes your chances even less. So it's definitely making it more difficult to trade. And, you know, I will say, just be very careful. The main thing I'm looking for, Mike, is maybe Elon Musk will come out and talk about maybe like getting the truck production started over the next year or so. I think that would be pretty big. I know it's not supposed to start until 2023, but at least he might talk about something with it. And who knows, you know, I know he always comes out with maybe some little bit of like surprises here and there. I know he definitely surprised us this week with Twitter. That's for sure.
Right. And all of his tweets too. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. We post brand new videos every single day. Besides that, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's have a great Friday.